Won't need another, this one here really do it for you.
Baby, you would need a for yeah, baby, I mean love for baby, come down to love for let me show you how to love for
Big bro Gerard in the podcast crew.
Right here. My name is Adre, Beal. I got into fragrances years ago when I was a little kid. My pops got me into them all the time. I always kept a variety, telling me that every man needs to smell good. So I took that, parlayed it. Once I got into the fragrances, started working at Nordstrom in the men's fragrance department. I started really getting into it and going from basically just learning all my scents, trying to figure out what to wear, when to wear, how to wear it, trying to get that taken care of. So that's kind of where I am now, kind of collector, connoisseur, and getting ready to launch my own podcast. Coming to you soon, Mr. DFW Fragrance Guy. Look out for me.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna do what we can to make sure we help you push that thing. But appreciate y'all both input on on that right there. But what I want to start is why? Why do y'all feel? And I'm using the word that y'all didn't use, that it's important. Why do y'all think it's important for a guy to understand fragrances before he get out there and start spending money? And how does it affect him, if you will?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
From my experience, just the do's and the don'ts, you'll run into a lot of issues with so for example, one time I bought this cologne and it smelled really good. But here in Texas, the humidity didn't agree with it. So I was smelling good, but I was sweating at the same time. And I didn't understand what was going on until I broke it down. Like, oh, okay, you can't wear this fragrance at this time of year. Then that developed into, well, what can I wear at this season? Then that became seasonal colognes, and it just branched off from that.
So it's really that particular, like the seasons and what the climate is and all that?
It truly is that you have to break it down to that level, because first of all, everybody's body chemistry is different. So so what smells good on me might not smell good on you or the next person. So you got to actually test that. And in my profession, I call it a blind buy. If you decide to buy it because it smells good on somebody else, you got to test it out on yourself first. That's one of the things that's key and important. Again, like I said just a couple of minutes ago, you got to know what to wear, when to wear, and how to wear. Being that in the North Texas area, it's really hard to wear a lot of heavier scents, especially in the summertime, because of the extended summers that we get out here.
Yeah,
you get a short fall and an even shorter winter. So some of your heavier scents you can only wear during those types of seasons or at nighttime, and it's still really hard to do it to wear those scents nighttime at night.
So if I'm understanding y'all right, in the heat, your body, you're sweating, and you're producing your own odors, if you will. For maybe that's not the right term, but that interacting with a scent, it can kind of throw it off and not have the desired results.
Yeah, for North Texas, this is what I'll say. Everybody's not going to agree with me on this, but trust me, it is what it is. Especially in this heat that we have in Texas, your better choices for fragrances are going to be your cleaner, fresher scents, because it's just a little too warm to wear your deeper, heavier scents. Don't get me wrong, you can wear them. If you buy it, you wear it whenever you want to. Everybody don't like it now, but you wear it whenever you want to. But being, like I said, in North Texas, you probably want to wear your lighter scents until it's time to not wear them.
So, understanding that, if I work in the office, though, can that kind of change potentially? Like, okay, I can wear a heavier scent if I'm indoors in the AC.
So you kind of want your scents to work for you instead of you working for your scents. Like,
I like that.
Like Beal was saying, if you wear a heavier scent, then you're gonna be off-putting. You know what I mean? You're gonna be loud, and but now you're working for the cologne. You want the cologne to work for you.
Explain it.
Okay, so me in particular, when I wear cologne, I only want to smell it. If I know I can only smell it, then that I'm wearing it for me. So I know I don't have too much on. So if I spray on cologne and somebody says, "What you wearing from over there?" I got too much on.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But ain't that the idea? I mean, you put it on
in a sense.
Yeah, and can I piggyback off what he said?
Yeah.
And I have my own kind of saying, about this. Unless you have that bold personality,
right.
with fragrances, you want to be acknowledged. You don't want to be announced.
Acknowledged, not announced.
Yeah, you want people to know that you smell good, but like Dre said, not from across the room.
Right.
Of the people that's right up on you.
Exactly.
And if everybody else got on fragrances.
Exactly. If you're not able to walk right up on me, it ain't for you anyway.
Yeah.
You know
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody ain't in your personal space like that anyway.
Right.
So I see how that aligns with your personality.
Mm-hmm.
If you're outgoing, look at me, hey y'all, I want some attention. A couple extra squirts, or
or you go for the windmill.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, and we'll get into what you got in your lineups here. But you talked about the windmill, which is going to be my next topic anyway. Is when you're putting it on, you're going in the office, whatever. How do you determine? And I know there's some subjectivity to it, but how many squirts? How you put it on? If you put it on your clothes or your skin, like what? How do you make that determination?
For me, I always go by the 2x2 rule, and this is my little rule I come up with. Is what you want to do is spray once behind each ear. That's 2 right there, and let it run to your pulse points. Your pulse points are going to push it out. Then you hit your each wrist. You got pulse points there, and whatever you do not do that right there. Please don't do that. And my experience from it, you want to hit those 4 areas because you're going to do 2 things every day to people every day. You're going to hug somebody and you're going to shake somebody's hand. So when you hug somebody, they're going to get close enough in your personal space so they can smell it coming off your pulse points. Or when you shake somebody's hand, that draft is going to push it up and your pulse points are going to push it out. So therefore, like I said, it's better to be acknowledged and not announced.
So that's pretty telling. To your point, like if you're in your space, there's people that you generally interact with on a regular anyway.
Yeah. They're way more elaborate than me. I just want my walk by scent. When I walk by, I just want to smell good. That's it. I want my walk by.
And then you're looking at the corner of your eyes.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what does it do for y'all confidence wise?
Oh my God. That's one of those things, and I'm gonna kind of piggyback off something Deion Sanders said a long time ago. He said, "You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good." Now that's something that he went by going with football, but with fragrances, it really does give you some type of confidence booster to know that you smell good and somebody acknowledges that, like, oh, he smells good, and it gives you that extra. Okay, yeah, I got a little bit of my step today, Yeah. So
okay.
It was always an extension of my personality. And what I found, because I'm flirty by nature, what I found is I would always get in trouble just flirting outright, with my wife. So I had to find another way. I had to be experimental and find another way to do it. So I just used to flirt with my cologne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I got a compliment, okay, that was flirting to me.
And you ain't have to say nothing.
I ain't have to say nothing. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's an extension of my personality.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. And again, when you talk about your personality, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
And you just said it too. Be acknowledged
and not
announced.
But that's for my personality.
Okay.
I have a calm, cool, collected personality. You do have those that are others that have a bold personality, and I have a lot of people come up to me in the store telling me, I want people to smell me. I want to be the first thing people smell when I walk in the room. I want to leave with Central.
So that helps you determine at least a range of variances.
Oh yeah, definitely. It helps me to pick stuff out for people, that have those bolder personalities, or somebody's like, okay, I'm just not, or it goes like from a wide range of people. Like I can help the teenager or the adolescent that's getting his first cologne.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, and his mom and dad and that like this, and he doesn't know how to spray. So what you want to do then is you want to go lighter scents, fresher scents. That's going to be something that's going to be easy on the nose. Yeah,
man, what's crazy is when of course, I've been buying cologne too, or having it, or dabbling in it since whatever, and I'm listening to all the things that y'all take into account. The time of the year, if you're in the office, if it's North Texas or whatever climate, if you got a bold personality, if it's a kid, like, do most people come in there knowing that, or do y'all take time trying to explain that?
For me, actually, it all depends. I always ask people what they're looking for. And you got to give them a description of what you're looking for. Also, you got to let me know what type of scent profile you're looking for. And at that point, I can kind of guide you the way.
But do most people even know that?
I would say no.
No.
Yeah.
I would say
so. It's really, when you ask them, I imagine they probably like, I just need to get something for my husband or for Father's Day or something like. That's kind of in my mind. Those are the more frequent starting points.
That and the fact that a lot of people ask, "What's the most popular?"
Yeah.
Okay. You can go with the most popular. With me, I'm too much of an individual. I have my own individuality, so some of the stuff that's popular, I like it, but I won't wear it just because everyone else is wearing it. And my thing of it is, there are probably like 3 different scents that I have here today. Every major metropolitan area, Friday, Saturday night, every 10 to 15 feet, you're going to smell them, and you're going to know exactly what they are. It's guaranteed.
Especially if it's new.
If it's new or if it's popular, people are rocking it. I call them now. I call some of them hood classics, and some of them are just your run-of-the-mill everyday scents. So.
Yeah, but cool, man.
That breaks off into your niche versus your designer cologne.
Explain that.
Once I found out that there is a difference, like niche and designer. Designer cologne would be, well, since he's in retail, he probably could explain it a whole lot better than me. But for me, I knew niche cost a little bit more, and I knew everybody couldn't afford it, so I tend to reach for the niche colognes because I want to be exclusive. I don't want to smell like everybody that's in the bar with me.
Okay, I'll break that down a little further to you. With your designers, you get your everyday run-of-the-mill $100, $150 bottle of fragrance. Yeah, those are what those are going to be. Your niche is not necessarily mean more expensive. It means when I broke it down, looked at it, it's not, niche does not define the price. Niche defines the different type of scents. It's like on a different level than your everyday designer. Oh, that's what drives the price up because it's different. Okay, I'm saying so. It's the result. The result of it is the price. Exactly. But the type of, and you named it earlier that there's 5 different types. Well, depends on which one. Most of your fragrances today, especially with men, they have 3 different strengths. You have your eau de toilette, your eau de parfum, and your parfum. Break those 3 down before we go, because those are the ones I hear the most. Gotcha. Your eau de toilette is going to be more your alcohol-based fragrance. It's going to be on the lighter end, not so heavy, only engineered to last 4 to 6 hours. So they designed them that way? Yes. Okay. It's not like, it's a cheap 15 to 20% concentrate. Apart from. See, now I understand. You say they designed them that way. It's not like, it's a cheap version. So no. It's just they designed them on the last. Yes. And that's the eau de toilette. Oh, yeah. Yeah, got you. Okay. And the next one? Next one, you get your eau de parfum. Your eau de parfum is going to start to get into your oil base. It's going to be a little heavier. And most of the time, you're going to get 8 to 12 hours wear because that's all you really need for the most part, 8 to 12 hours. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's all you really need. Now, some of them, next step is going to be your parfum. Your parfum is It's usually about the same amount of time. Sometimes it goes a little further than the 12 hours. It might go to 12 to 14 hours.
You'll smell it on you the next day.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Your parfum is
So then your
highest
sheets and
concentrate.
everything too.
It's the highest concentrated.
Not totally the highest concentration yet.
Really?
Not
They
yet.
just don't
Teach me something.
So with those right there, like I said, most fragrances have those 3 steps.
Each fragrance carry
Not all of them.
some most.
A lot
Okay.
of them. A lot of them. Now you have some other scents, some other fragrances that have a 5-step program, a 5-step situation. So you have your cologne, which is lower than your eau de toilette. So you have your cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and then you have your elixir. Your elixir is going to be twice the potency of the parfum.
I did not know that.
Mhm.
I did not. So that's why when you get these houses like,
Sauvage.
is this the elixir?
Yes.
Okay. I
Oh,
always wonder what the difference between, like why are they saying selling the Sauvage elixir versus just Sauvage?
And
Thank
that's
you.
the reason why.
and the elixir does what again?
The elixir has twice the potency of the parfum.
The oil.
Yes.
Mm.
So it's going to last a lot longer.
Like how long?
Those elixirs, most of the time you can get 18, 20 hours wear out. You can put those on in the morning when you get out.
So if you got a long day,
there
and
you
you
go.
know you're gonna be hosting, entertaining
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, you probably got to wash it out your clothes.
Yeah.
That's the only way you get it out your clothes.
Man, okay. So and do they generally cost more?
Yeah. They're going to cost a little bit more.
But not all fragrances
Not all fragrances have them.
have that.
Yeah.
elixir.
Not all
Man.
fragrances have them.
Man, this has been good. So now I want to do the fun part. I want to jump into some of these fragrances. I know after because of the distance of the camera, you can't see everything. But is there any particular ones that you want to? I know the one I want to start off with, bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And I'm just gonna point at it because I don't want to butcher the name. But
Go ahead, man.
talk to me, man. What's going on here, man? For one, I've noticed that the more expensive generally that the fragrance is, the better or more unique the bottle is. Is that kind of a rule of thumb?
A lot of times it will be.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times that cost has been passed on to you for the bottle.
For the bottle, yeah. Okay.
Kind of like the mind games. Mind games look like chess pieces.
Yeah.
If you complete the collection, you're basically going to have a chessboard.
So let me, since you got that one up, so
Very
I'm gonna say, yeah. So tell me about. It's called Mind Games.
Yes.
It's actually the house I'm invested in right now, right at this moment.
Oh wow, that's would this be considered fresh?
No, that's going to be a heavier scent, the Gambit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, this is good. And I imagine why it's called Mind Games.
Yeah. It should be called Wallet Games.
Well, like, oh, okay. So tell me, what is this? So you talked about the different levels. So tell me about what that one is.
So Mind Games is going to be a niche line.
A niche. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
gonna
a
be
niche.
line. It's going to be one of those brands that's going to be totally different than the norm. Like that smell that you got from this bottle.
Yeah.
Have you smelled anything?
I have not.
like
It's definitely different.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a different type of scent.
And you said, is it a perfume?
A lot of niche scents are going to say eau de parfum.
Oh, that perfume, and that's the second?
Yeah,
The second.
but the thing of it is, man, the concentration of oil in it is so high, it has to, it's going to be just like the parfums.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the Mind Games, the Bulgari, is what it's called.
Bulgaria, okay.
Yeah, and then you have your Creed and your Parfums of Marley.
Yeah.
All of those lines are going to be niche lines. And with those right there, most of those lines right there that you have, they're going to be scents that are going to last.
Yeah.
They're going to be, a lot of them are going to be bolder scents,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of them are going to be just to the point where you can spray, like I said, the amount you need to spray, and you can walk out the house that morning, come back at 9 o'clock at night, and you're still going to smell.
So which one of those do I have?
You got the Tigar. The Tigar,
Yeah.
from Bulgari is going to be it's going to be one of those citrusy fresh scents.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's going to take you throughout the day, and it's a very subtle citrusy scent.
Yeah.
So
It works
it's
good in the
deeper.
summertime.
Very well.
Really?
Your fruit fragrances.
Yeah, that's what you want to wear in the spring and summer.
Yeah.
Your fresher, citrusy, clean scents like that.
So what if I'm traveling and I'm flying on an airplane?
Yeah.
Would you recommend that or not?
I would not recommend you take this bottle through TSA because TSA regulations still state 3.4 ounces or less.
Yeah.
This bottle is 3.4 ounces, but depending on which TSA you go
That
to,
will give you trouble.
yes.
But you got the little travel things you can pump in. But is it? I guess I'm asking if you're going to be in a tight quarters like an airplane, a flight. Is that going to be okay, or is it going to disturb?
I'll speak on that a little bit. Once you start collecting a little bit, you're going to find one. A lot of people call them dumb reaches or your everyday wears. You probably pick something like that for that situation.
Okay.
Only time you go into this type of stuff is when you're going out and you're trying to impress somebody.
Okay. So it ain't for you every day. It'd be like, okay, I got a flight.
Yeah.
And I'm about to be out and around. Okay.
For example, my easy reach is a Burberry Touch. I wear it every day. I wear it to bed. I wear it when I got shower. I just like the way it smells, and it's easy to wear.
You wear it to bed. Why?
Because I want to smell good. You never know. Somebody might pop out.
Green Reaper will come. The Reaper will come. You want him to smell.
Before he swing, I want him to say, you smell good. Before he swing.
Yeah. So pick one. Go ahead.
Can I speak on niche fragrances and the presentation just a little bit?
Yeah.
A lot of times in the niche fragrance, in the presentation, you'll see they'll spend a little more time on the bottle, like just little accents like the wood top, the magnetic top.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I mean? Except that time, the atomizer. They'll spend a little bit more time on the presentation.
Yeah. Okay. And so Drake, why don't you pick a flavor, a scent for
well, let's start out with what even got me into fragrances. That's the scent king. You have up there the king of colognes.
That's the one I got.
That's the one.
I got that one, bro.
That's the king of colognes. you can't go wrong with this.
So that's the Creed
Aventus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This probably would, if I tallied it up, this probably would be my most, but I've had it the longest too. This would be my most complimented fragrance.
I would have to agree. I just had it on the other day and I got a couple compliments from some people. So let's break that scent down. Tell us about the lineup, what all it comes with, and kind of how you think that this could be best worn and utilized.
So with the Creed Aventus, that's one of the number one scents and that people like to go for.
Creed Aventus.
Yes. It is the way to describe it's a very high citrusy scent, and it has a pineapple note in it that separates it from everything else, and it makes it extremely bright. It's something that you can wear every day in the office. It's something that you can wear at nighttime. You're gonna smell. It's just one of those all-around, all-purpose scents.
Speak on notes a little bit, if you don't ever mind, Bill.
Oh, I could speak on that, but we're gonna be here all night. so we're gonna take a high level approach.
Yes, sir.
On that.
Okay, all right.
Now, with the Creed Aventus, I love it. It's one of those scents that a lot of people like to wear, so I kind of like to be a little different. I'll still wear it, but not as much. But now if I wanna do like an everyday, because for the price of it, yeah. So this is what I wear instead. It's called Mont Blanc Explorer. It mimics Creed Aventus with the exception of the pineapple note that makes it bright. That makes it a little bright. So that's almost identical to the Creed Aventus.
It is, man. Like smelling that one.
Creed Aventus probably has the most clones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of all. It's the king of colognes for a reason.
So you talked about the price in there. So I know what I spent. So I mean, is that going to be across the board wherever you get this? Is going to be? I think I paid like $5.20 for it.
Usually it's going to be the same price across the board. The only time you're going to find a cheaper price is if you're coming back from overseas and you hit the duty free.
Gotcha.
That's the only way.
Quick question, Bill. Did you by chance get a hold to the 01 batch? No. And
that's the best one.
I've never smelled it. I was just wondering.
Really?
Yeah.
So there was a batch of 01? What you mean?
That was a reformulation of Creed Aventus. first batch and the 01 batch, when they came out, of course, like I said, a niche fragrances, they meant to last all day. They toned it down a little bit. I don't know why. It worked what they had going, but now it's like I want to say not as potent version, because the older versions would last you forever and a day.
Yeah.
The new batches, they still last you all day, but it was something about those
Something
older
like the
batches.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just they were there.
Okay. So we hit two niches. The first one was
The mind games.
the mind games. And what's the price point on that one?
Price point I think is $375 for those right there.
$375. And the
The Bulgari.
Bulgari, and what's the price points on those?
The Bulgari's changed up a little bit. These are the older bottles of 3.4 ounces, and they were right at 400. Now they only make them in 4.2 ounces, which is kind of crazy and odd. 3.4, 4.2. 3.4 bottle is bigger than the 4.
The bottle's bigger,
bottle,
but the capacity
but
in
the
it.
capacity is definitely higher. So now the 4.2 ounces is 460.
So it went up in price a little
Yes.
bit. It was more
You get more juice in it.
okay. And the king, as Dre called him,
The Creed.
the king of cologne, the Creed. What's the price point of those?
Price point on those is $475 for most of them starting off.
Yeah.
Except for the new one that just dropped not too long ago. They made a limited amount of the Creed Vintage Absolute, which is a smaller bottle, 2.5 ounce bottle, and it retails for $580.
It's limited?
Yeah.
I need to go get it because I didn't know that.
Let me check this. So it's limited, meaning
Meaning they only made so many of them.
so when they're gone, they're gone.
That's it.
Then you're gonna get the price gouge.
Man, it smells good. Yeah.
They did one batch, and then I caught the second batch because when they put it out, it ran out just like that.
Yeah. And for the people, the audience, can you go through the different types so that they'll know,
Woody, spicy.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the what's the name of it, and then what's the scent?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, for the Creed, House Creed, the Milsamy Imperial, it's gonna have a fresher, sweeter scent to it. Definitely good for everyday wear.
And what is it again?
It's called Milsamy Imperial.
Milsamy Imperial.
Yeah.
That is the most unique fragrance I ever smelled.
Have you smelled it? Of course.
I-
Man, this smells kind of like smell older.
So
Like older.
it's it became Puff Daddy's favorite
Really?
cologne. So he cloned it, and that's how you got the Sean John. The Sean John kind of smells like it, but not as
Really?
I never thought about that until now because I had the Sean John for a while.
So they do be cloning them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And we know this one, but say it again.
This is the Creed Ventus. It's going to have that high citrusy scent to it, with that pineapple note that actually makes the difference in everything.
Yeah. So would y'all recommend a lady like, hey, to buy this for her husband, a man, or a son, or what?
Definitely not for her son.
No, that's called I got a job.
yeah.
I got a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not I said it earlier, but it's not the king of cologne. It was dubbed the king of cologne.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, a lot of people.
Boxing White.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
it's
definitely a great fragrance.
So when I went, I was in Miami in June, and they sold me a bottle. I was like, wow. And even the shop, they engraved the name on the back. So it goes back to what you were talking about, the bottle design. They do other stuff too that kind of make it like worth the experience.
Oh, yeah.
I got the whole video with the little laser being literally.
I think another line does that. What is the something 13?
So
They
it
engraved
is
the name on the bottom.
it is Le Labo.
Labo.
Le Labo. So Le Labo, they have a whole line. And what they do is they'll engrave the bottle, but what they do is they make your label have your name on the label, which that's gonna be very nice. Send a good talking piece.
Yeah.
Hey man, look what I got in my cabinet. And you got your name on this bottle. Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So that's the impress.
That's that experience.
Okay. What's this? Wait, we already did. Which one did we not do? Did we do this one
No,
already?
this is called the Himalaya.
The Himalaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, I like a lot of the fresher scents. They just tend to work better for my personality. It's going to be a fresher scent as well. Haven't worn it in a while, so yeah, it's going to be. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Oh.
So one of those fresher sweeter scents.
Let's do something to you.
Let me see that one, man.
Mhm.
And these are Ode
Oh, they perfumes.
perfume.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's gonna last long enough to get whatever
That's
done you
different.
need to get.
That's different from all the other ones. Got some
They all
similarities.
Yeah,
They all gonna be different.
Oh man. But price point's the same.
price point is the same until you get this bad boy right here. That's the limited edition,
Yeah.
the Creed Absolute, the Creed Aventus Absolute, the limited
Yeah.
edition. So,
Okay. And what's the bottle after that?
bottle after that is going to be Silver Mountain Water. It's going to have like a deeper, almost aquatic fresh scent.
Really?
To me, yeah.
Mhm.
You had tried this one?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, aquatic like water.
It may correct me if I'm wrong. It may be the third best selling behind the Aventus, of course, and I think Green Irish Tweed was going to be your second best selling Creed.
Yeah. The Green Irish Tweed has a little bit of a wood scent to it. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very unique.
So what's the price point? This is which one?
this is the Green Irish Tweed.
Okay, and the price point on this one?
Price point on those
Man, it smells good, bro.
yes.
It reminds you a lot of cool water, but great, like a very high,
Bro,
High
like
end.
this
yeah,
is
high
nice,
end
man.
cool water.
Man, this
It's
is
not for
really-
everybody though, because it's so unique. I've had people that just absolutely like are detested by no,
Really?
and then I had people that just absolutely.
Man,
love
this
it.
hidden. Like I'm getting this. I'm getting this, man. Man, this is really
Yeah.
nice, man. And, Green Irish Tweed.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
And what's the
see.
price point on it?
Price point on that is for the 2.4 ounce bottles are usually I just say about $460, $475, something like that.
Yeah.
Still close to that 500.
Oh,
You're gonna get complimented with the GIT.
Yeah. Drake, pick another one, man. What we got?
Let's go to a couple of designers. Let's go to your YSLs.
Okay.
I'm
So that's a popular one, right?
Mhm.
YSL.
Yeah.
I'm not really deep into the YSL line yet, but I'd like to be talk a little bit if Bill don't mind.
Oh, that's fine, bro.
Okay. So let's do the fragrance, the wear,
Excuse
longevity.
me, Yves Saint Laurent. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the full name of it.
YSL.
But I know you used the word earlier, longevity. So let's talk about the longevity, price point, and then what you think about each one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the YSL, it's like there are like 6 different YSL Ys. This is the YSL Y line. You have
YSLY.
yes.
Okay.
The Yves Saint Laurent Y.
Oh, okay.
The letter Y.
Gotcha.
So this is an older one. I call it my beach wear. It's the Eau Fresh. It is. It's another one that I forgot to say earlier. It's Eau Fresh. Some of them have those right there. This is going to be your lighter of most scents. I like to wear it. I call it my beach wear
Mhm.
or my gym wear or somewhere I'm going that I need a lighter scent.
Okay. Is it a toilet?
It's no fresh.
Okay.
Man, this is nice, man. You smell it?
Y'all have it.
Bro, that's pretty good. Man, I'm gonna be broke. Messing with y'all, man.
It goes fast.
And on that note, tell people they don't need to go out and try to catch up overnight. Like this is over years. Over years.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like I said, he way deeper than me, but I've been collecting since 15.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably easily 10 bands deep.
Yeah.
Easily.
It can go there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the YSL Y.
That's the one I got.
The Eau de Toilette. No, it's not the one you got.
Which one? It looked like the one you saw me.
I think it's a little deeper. It's the number. It's the next one I'm going into.
Oh, okay.
This is the Eau de Toilette right here. This is going to be just a little bit deeper than this right here. It's going to be still have a citrusy scent. It's going to get a little sweet.
So you tell the difference by just the color of it? Like
Yeah, the color, but
Like if I come in and ask for this, how do I ask for this one?
you want the YSL YEDT.
YEDT.
Yeah, I know I said a lot of letters that make any sense. But it's the Yves Saint Laurent, the Y Eau de Toilette.
Oh, they toilet.
The price point?
Price point on that one right there is going to be $120.
Okay, so what you said earlier, Dre, about that's why you said it's a designer.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one I got, but maybe not.
Then we get the YSL Eau de Parfum. You're going to start to get a little deeper into it because you got your oil base going now.
Oh,
Still going to get that same high citrusy scent,
yeah,
but subtle as well.
yeah,
And it's gonna be the Eau de Parfum. It's gonna get into your oil base.
yeah.
It's gonna start to last a lot longer.
Yeah. But from what I've read and heard, and even listen to people talk about, it's one of the more popular lines,
It
right?
is. It definitely
Yeah.
is. I mean, it's when you start talking about your common sense or popular sense, the names. Here are the names that roll off my tongue. You have Bleu de Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent. You have Dior Sauvage. And please, people say Sauvage.
It ain't Savage.
It is not Savage. Do not go in the store asking for Savage. Please, there's a U in it, Sauvage.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm not trying to be on a bougie tip. Southwest Arkansas right here. If I can say Sauvage, you can too.
Yeah.
Sauvage.
Okay, I see you skipped over one.
No, I had them in different orders. This is the La Parfum. The La Parfum is going to be a heavier scent. It's going to have a little bit of darkness to it, a little bit of depth to it. It's going to smell almost a hint of spice in it.
Oh, okay. I have to pull up to the light and see how much in there. No, I didn't write it down. Yeah. Have you smelled it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really nice. So when I see the number of fragrances that it have and the price point, and I don't think you have any, but the Jimmy Choo.
Yeah, I didn't bring any.
Yeah.
Might have brought one of the Jimmy Choo's, but the Jimmy Choo is one of those more affordable scents. Most of them are going to be Eau de Toilette. They just came out with a new one. God, I can't even.
Do they got a new one?
Yes, they just came out with a new one. We just got it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's in a red bottle, and it's an Eau de Parfum. All the rest of them are Eau de Toilette. This is Eau de Parfum.
Stronger.
Yes.
Do you like it?
I like it. I haven't got it yet, but I like it.
So I come see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And price point on that about the same?
Price point on that is going to go up a little bit. The Jimmy Choo's usually run like anywhere from $99 to $115 for those Eau de Toilettes. The Eau de Parfum looking is going to be $125, $130.
Yeah, and this is not me. I'm not getting paid by Jimmy and them or whatever. But whoever they got to design and engineer their fragrances, like they got it right. I got all but that last one.
Yes.
And man, this is one of my favorite. And the first one, the Intense,
Yes.
I've probably purchased it 3 times. And it's one of those, and maybe not. I think it's a daily one.
Daily wear.
In the office.
You can do that daily wear.
Man, it is one of the best fragrances I've ever purchased. I love it. And I think it's gonna be one of those timeless.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, man? You got one? I know you got some of them over there. Wait, we got another pretty bottle. Before we jump over there, and this is this the Porsche?
No, it's not the Porsche. It's got the Porsche looking symbol.
Yeah.
But it's called Parfums de Marley, House of Marley.
Parfum de Marley.
Yeah.
The House of Marley.
PDM in the fragrance world.
Man.
So we're going
Hold up, bro.
with the PDMs.
Is this a niche?
Yes. And the PDMs, I'm all over the place with those right there.
Yeah.
I have fresh scents, I have dark scents, I have woody scents, I have spicy scents. So I'm all over the place with those right there.
What's your favorite PDM right now?
My favorite PDM is still going to be the Percival, just because, like I said, I'm more of a fresh type guy.
Got you.
But if I want to be bold, I'm at a conference and I'm going to be out entertaining and hosting all
Let me
day.
answer that. I would say Pegasus if it's bold.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't think so? What would you say?
But it's an opinion, so
Yeah.
Opinions vary. Pegasus is not bold.
You don't think so?
It's a little bit more subtle. It has that almond and it has that spice on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
do you got it?
I got it.
Here?
Yeah.
Where?
This one.
Let's see. Let's see if you said it's bold. And you said it's not.
And you said if you want, the question you asked is, what if I want to be bold? What if I wanted to announce myself? Like you said, I would think it would be that one. But
It's sweet.
I don't have I only have 3 or 4 PDM, so you know.
You got 3 or 4?
Yeah, I have 3 or 4, so he obviously has more than me, so he would know.
It's sweet.
It has an almond scent to it and it has a spicy scent.
Mm.
At first, for a long time, I thought it had a vanilla scent because you can get.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
It smells almost like vanilla.
Yeah, but it's not.
almond.
Okay.
Now, if you want to be a little bolder with that type of scent, you go with the Altair. The Altair is going to have a high vanilla scent and cinnamon scent to it with spice on it.
Wow. This is nice, man.
That's going to be one of your bolder scents.
Man, how can you choose when you got this kind of stuff,
Look
man?
it up. It's hard. That's how you get deep into it.
Yeah.
What you do at that point, you sit in front of wherever you have your fragrances at. You sit there for 5 minutes or so, like,
Yeah.
what am I going to wear today? And it all depends on how you feel.
I think I just start with this one tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm coming to get this.
That's nice,
Yes,
man. And price point for these?
Price point for those, it's going to be one of your better value niche fragrances. Because most of those are going to come in your 4.2 bottles or your 2.5 ounce. The 4.2 bottle is going to be $365.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's a steal for a niche.
Yeah.
Your 2.5 ounces are going to be $260.
Yeah.
Now that goes with most of them. Now they have a line that within the Parfums of Marley is going to be a little bit more expensive. Like they have exclusives, which almost is like an elixir, or they have like this one right here, the Haute. The Haute has the oud and leather in it, and if you know anything about oud, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
Oud is one of those scents from Africa. It's some type
This
of
almost remind me of one of the
Bulgari.
Yeah. Man, this just
Oud comes from a rare wood.
Red wood in Africa, yeah.
really.
Yes.
So if I need to get one, if a lady out there needs to get one for her mate and one for her father, like what would you pick?
Good question.
Definitely a good question, but that right there, I'd have to ask them, like, what personalities are they? Because I mean, for me,
A father who's a deacon in the church, and
that's when I actually can go off of what you're telling me and make a choice. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if he's a deacon, what fragrance would you pick? Pastor, deacon, you know.
So that right there, I'd say I'd go with a lighter scent.
And the reason why I was going to say that because I'm thinking in my mind a little more conservative.
You have to be.
And I want to stand out, so a lighter scent.
Yeah.
Which would be which one? Is there one of these?
Yeah, you can find a lighter scent out of the Marley. It's going to be the Percival. It's going to be a clean, fresh scent.
And it's called
Percival.
Personal.
Where
you see the name at?
Okay, dude, I know all these names.
So they just need to know what the bottle look like. I'm like, what?
Okay, when you go to the store, it's going to have the name on the box.
Oh,
So,
on the box, but not the bottle.
Yeah.
So if you lose the box and don't remember the name.
Well,
sometimes they'll have it on the back, like this one right here, that has a name on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so, but now, it's a brother. A brother got personality. And you like, man, I want you to have something nice for your birthday. What would you get? What would you recommend that she get for him? Flashy.
If he's flashy, bold personality, I'd definitely go with the Creative Ventus.
Yeah.
Just because it's one of those bolder scents.
But I feel like, and maybe I'm a little biased because I got it, but I think it can go either way.
what do you mean?
It could be bold or kind of toned down. And,
It's a fresher scent. Yeah, it's definitely a fresher
Okay.
scent.
Yeah,
But it's
pineapple note in it. Really, it goes a
really
long
that.
way.
Yeah, cool. So man, you got those pretty bottles over there.
These are your. They look good. These are your. Dre, what was that name you
Paco
called?
Rabanne. These are
What was the name you called for your everyday scents?
you don't reach up.
I like the way you put it. But those are some of your everydays. They look nice, man. I have like 5 different ones. My favorite one out of it is going to be the Lucky. It's going to be the first one that came out. It's got a lighter scent to it. That's the way they told that. So, yeah.
Oh, it's bigger than I thought.
Mm-hmm. It's a great talking point, especially if you have it on your dresser. Most of them look like gold bars. So,
No shit, that's
With Paco Rabanne, I've always found that it's a winter fragrance. because they tend to use, from my experience, they tend to be kind of strong, like one spray maybe.
Really?
They're going to be a lot of them can be used as winter
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of them have like that really deep sweet scent.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them will be. You can wear them in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us the name of each one of those, and then when you're done, the price point on them.
Okay, so I had a 1 million Lucky. Let's see here, the 1 million Eau de Toilette, the 1 million Parfum, the 1 million Elixir, and the 1 million Royal. They have like 2 other scents from that house as well for the 1 million.
And the price of those?
Price point of those runs from 120 to 140.
Oh, okay, so they're more designer.
Yeah, they're reasonable. Yes.
Yeah, but you still can get 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, most of them are going to be Eau de Toilettes, except for the Parfum, the Elixir, and the Royal. The Royal is going to be an Eau de Parfum. The other 2 Eau de Toilettes, only, like I said, only engineered last 4 to 6 hours. But depending on your body chemistry, you can make them last a little longer. And glad you asked about that as well. So here's another little jewel, a golden nugget for all of you that say the toilets don't last. Here's a trick, and a lot of you think you're gonna do it, but do not use baby oil in North Texas. You're gonna fry out here. Your skin's gonna fry. You can use the baby oil, the Vaseline, but use it in the wintertime just sparingly. What you want to do is find you a fragrance-free lotion or moisturizer that has an oil base in it. My particular favorite one to use for that is called Kiehl's Cream Decor. You can get it at I know you can get it at Nordstrom, and you can get it at some other high-end retail spots.
And why are you doing that?
It gives the Eau de Toilettes the longevity of the Eau de Parfums and Parfums.
Really? Okay, so it's a cheat code.
It is.
Yeah.
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 So you rub the areas that you're gonna spray, and you just spray directly on top of it. Once you spray it, it actually has an oil base and let it soak in.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it gives you that same longevity as an Eau de Parfum.
So what you're telling me is that just putting an extra 5 spurts ain't gonna help with the longevity.
No.
Okay. So if I want to last longer, I just can't be like, let me give an extra.
No,
So-
it's engineered to last.
No matter how many spurts.
Exactly.
So with that being said, I'm assuming you are a spray on skin person. You mentioned it earlier about the post points.
Yes.
Spray on skin. And why do you spray on skin versus clothes?
I have ruined so many shirts spraying on clothes.
Yeah.
Some people swear by, I mean, if you have like your darker shirts or sweatshirts or whatever you want to put on, that's fine. Do that. That's your cologne. I won't tell you how to spray it.
Right.
But if you're in an office environment, business casual or business, you do not want to spray on a button down every day because you're gonna be buying button downs at least once a month because it's gonna stain them.
Yeah. And most people, you wear your button down, you don't wash it every time you wear it. So you're right, you're gonna collect. Man, you wash your blazer every
No,
time.
not the blazer,
Yeah.
the button down.
But even a button down depends on, if I'm in the office. But you're right, if you're spraying it on there, you're gonna be collecting scents on it, right?
Yeah, and that's what some like to call the French, you know what? But hey, teachers.
That's another little caveat when you're testing out colognes. We're spraying it on the card and whipping it on your nose versus spraying it on, because it's gonna smell different if you spray it on the
It
card
definitely is.
and versus spraying it on your skin that mixes with your pH and your body odor, your natural body odor. It's gonna smell different.
And see, this is what I tell people all the time. Here's the thing. Yes, you have to spray it on your skin to see how it reacts and how you wear it. My profession, I call it a blind buy if you don't. But when you go in some of these stores, people want to spray everything on you.
Yeah.
Don't let them spray it on you. First of all, you want to spray it on the card to know if you want to put it on your skin.
Right.
Some of that stuff they spray on you, they're gonna swear by God and Jesus and everybody else. It's the best smelling cologne out there. And it is totally not for you. So
Okay. Man, so I see these Prada bottle, a couple Prada bottles, and some other stuff on this side. So talk to us, man. What we got?
okay, so I want to go with the Valentinos first.
Okay.
Valentino is like my favorite springtime wear.
Okay.
It's like it has a deep floral sense, all of them to me.
So they got a family, what you call them, a lineup or a family? What is it?
House. Yes.
So it's a house of these?
Yes. Those right there, you're gonna get your really deep
Bro.
floors. Yes.
Hold up. Man, this is nice. Why ain't you told me about that? Is this a designer or a niche?
Designer.
Okay, I'm getting it. This is nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, those are my favorite springtime wear. It's because they're floral, and a lot of people argue, say, "Hey, those are women." Say, no, it's men. Women have their own line, but because of the high floral scent in it, I've seen women buy it. And wear it. So
Price point?
price point on those are going to be $125.
And with a lot of your florals, anyway, they probably a lot unisex, just because they're
Oh, really?
florals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and this one is
That's the Coral Fantasy.
Coral Fantasy.
Yes.
And this one
The
is
Yellow Dream.
the Yellow Dream.
I got some other Yellow Dream. I just like the name.
Okay. That's nice, man. That's hidden, right? Boy, I ain't gonna never catch up. Oh, that's stuff right here, man. Okay. What else you got over here, Dollar?
Okay, so we'll go into the Toomey line, the luggage maker. These are some of the ones that I like. The Awaken is going to be, well, most of these are going to be clones. The Awaken is going to be a clone of the Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum.
Really?
Yeah.
They can get away with it?
It's not exactly the same thing. They use some of the same ingredients, but they tweak
Change
just
one little note.
Yeah.
And then
I notice how they do the, you talking earlier about how the tops is different on some of them. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, price point?
Price point on those, usually from $95 to $125.
Okay.
Then I have the Unwind. It's going to be a night version of the Awaken, and it's going to be almost a woodsy cannabis type smell to it.
But come on.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, man.
screw off.
Paying for this though.
That's pretty inexpensive for that bottle.
Yeah, it is, man. It kind of surprised me with that.
Yeah.
Now I have the Continuum from Toomey. The Continuum is going to be almost like a tobacco vanille from Tom Ford. It's going to be one of those scents it's going to be one of those acquired scents.
Yeah.
If you don't like tobacco, you don't like vanilla together.
Yeah,
But I love them because I'm an avid cigar smoker.
Right.
And when I have colognes that I wax at the cigar shop, cigar lounge. That's going to be one of them.
Yeah.
It blends perfectly. So
Tobacco with me.
Tobacco with Me by Tom Ford. The Harriet by Parfums de Marley. The Continuum from Toomey. All going to smell very similar.
So obviously nobody's going to remember all that. So make sure y'all rewind this and look at it over and over again, man.
So the Pradas are going to probably be some of my favorite office scents because they're so light. That's one of the best office scents that I've ever worn. Prada La Homme. It almost smells like fresh linen, but with a little sweet smell to it. Am I right?
I smell some similarities in the one that I have,
Mhm.
even though it's a different one. Like it's still kind of.
When I'm going for that type of scent profile, I usually go to my Molecule 1. That's it.
I'm glad you said that. Molecule 1. I want to touch on that just for a second.
Okay.
Molecule 1 was also used, just like I said about the Kiehl's Creme de Corps. It was one of those ones that was used as a base for fragrances to keep longevity.
Oh.
But they started making theirs into a scent.
How did it?
Yeah.
So what's these price points on these products?
Price points on those are going to be, think about 110, 115. Something.
Okay. So which one is this?
That's going to be the Prada Luna Rosa. Yeah.
Okay. So I got that bottle I bought from you about a year ago and didn't even know it. I found it like 2 weeks ago, sitting in the back of my cabinet. I haven't seen this one though.
The Prada Luna Rosa Black. That's going to be one of my favorite winter scents.
I need something to spray on this.
You'll try it out.
Yeah, man.
Let's get you a little
I'm
top right quick.
some more of them over. I'm gonna have to check out. Let's see. Should have brought some coffee over here too.
So that's gonna be one of my favorite winter scents. It's really light and
Oh,
fresh,
wow, man.
but it has that spice in it that makes it just a little bit
You
heavier.
smelled it? I feel like I just disrespected you. Asking me.
Kinda.
Okay, that's nice. And
This is the Prada Luna Rosa Sport. That's gonna be one of your harder to find fragrances now.
really,
I'm not sure if they discontinued it or not,
Mm.
but you cannot find that anywhere now.
so how much you selling it for?
That's a keepsake for me, Brady.
It's nice.
That ain't going nowhere because I can't find it anywhere. I'm holding on to it for as long as I can.
Yeah, makes sense. I like that, man. Okay. Drake,
Yes,
you got
sir.
any that stand out you want to check out?
No, I pretty much smelled all of them.
Yeah.
You know.
So, man, this has been fun. But I did have a few talk points I put on. I want to make sure that we cover. So the layer. So we
Gotcha.
talk about when you can layer colognes. And I remember Corey used to do that. And I'm like, man, why are you putting on 2 or 3 different, sprays of Jimmy Choo? It was, I forgot the other fragrance that he was doing, but he was putting them all together.
So Molecule, and we spoke on it earlier. Molecule 1 is a great layering base cologne that you can spray on, and then on the top of it spray another cologne, and you get a whole another scent profile. It's like you creating scents.
Okay, that's what it's about, the creativity, the uniqueness.
Mhm.
So if I'm like, man, you got some Creed,
Mhm.
and I got Creed, and I see you smell like I might, but I want to wear my Creed, I can just layer it with something to make me stand out. Don't do the Creed like that.
I wouldn't do it.
Not the Creed.
It's so unique and so well balanced.
So we're just gonna be out there smelling the same.
Well, yeah. We're gonna smell expensive.
Definitely. Now, one of the niche lines I do like to experiment with layering is going to be the Buffaloes and Marley. The Leighton is going to be a good layer for just about everything you want to wear from the House of Marley. It has a heavier smell to it. For me, I always tell people, I think it's like a medicinal smell to it. But when I layer it with something else, it creates something totally unique that I love.
Yeah. So here's another one. Talk about the classics. And earlier I mentioned some fragrances that are timeless. So talk about what a classic is, and when do you have some?
The classic. I'm going to date myself a little bit after gray hair and hadn't done it already.
Okay.
So Acqua di Gio is the #1 selling fragrance in the world.
Really?
It has been around for years. It has sold more than Chanel. It's one of those classic everyday scents. You can do it for, it's an all-purpose scent. That's what I like to call it. You can wear it any climate. And it's one of those fragrances that's not offensive to anyone. You can put it on anywhere, and people have allergies that usually can actually be around it if they have allergies.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the Swiss Army knife of colognes.
Really? Man, I like that. So when as you was explaining
Yeah.
it, I was kind of picturing how versatile it is. I like that you call it the Swiss Army knife. So, and it's maintained its popularity.
Because it's still one of the ones that's relevant in high-end retails like Nordstrom. Like, again, I'm going to date myself a little bit. Back in the Gap, when I was in junior high school, favorite scent at the time was Cool Water.
Yeah.
You can find Cool Water in Walmart now.
Yeah.
Acqua di Gio, you will not find this in Walmart. It's still relevant, so it's still going to be in high-end retails.
Okay. And price is affordable?
Oh, price is extremely affordable. You can get a 6.8 ounce bottle of this, a big bottle,
Yeah.
for like $160.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I would almost recommend that to teenagers.
Yeah.
First cologne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's a first cologne along with the YSL, Orito that. That's what I recommend to a lot of first.
So to the ladies out there or whoever that got kids, which ones again would you recommend as would you call it a first cologne?
Yes.
Okay.
So either going to be the Acqua di Gio by Armani or the Yves Saint Laurent Orito that. The Y.
And I was trying to remember the name. So you said Giorgio Armani.
Yes.
There was an actual cologne called Giorgio Armani, wasn't it? Which is different from
Same Armani is It's the name Armani.
Okay, it's just the name, just
Yes.
kind of the trend. Okay, because I remember back in I had to be high school. I had some Georgia Armani,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like 4 or 5 years ago looking for it and couldn't find it. But you sold me one.
Yeah.
Is that right? Was it in a bluish bottle?
It was Fundo, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And since you said something about Armani, I kind of want to just jump into a little caveat, if you don't mind. Armani has one of the best winter scents that I've tried lately. Stronger with You Intensely. It's been around for.
That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Stronger
With You Intensely.
That's a long name.
You're gonna see a lot of people that are gonna butcher the name. I've had people come in. I want that you cologne. Okay, what is you? What is you?
Oh, because they just see the word you on their
Yeah.
feed.
So I have to think. It's like it's by Armani. Okay, Stronger With You. That's what it is. But it's become one of my favorite winter scents.
What you think, Dre?
Instantly, I thought about Mason Margiela
Mhm.
by the fireplace.
It's very close to it.
Man, that boy know his stuff too. Is this woodsy?
It's woodsy and spicy.
So I'm starting to see some similarities in other brands that whole woodsy thing. So, okay. Price on that?
Price on that is God, I think it's actually that is $110.
So it's a designer.
The designers are very affordable.
Yeah. Cool. Man, we can talk all day, but again, I just want to. I think for most people, they're gonna be wondering like, what should I get? The next big day coming up is Valentine's Day. So aside from that argument on should men get something on Valentine's Day,
Not gonna grab that one.
yeah. But if you decide that he should, if the lady out there decides that her guy should, are you gonna go designer or niche? Like, you know what I want to put on. But again, I know some uniqueness on there, some subjectivity from what you know and what you desire. Like if you had to say, hey, I want this for Valentine's Day, you get to pick. Give me your top 2 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be hard for me right now. I'm so deep into the mind games house. Once I get on the house, I stay on it.
Okay.
And I try to.
So help you finish that.
Yeah.
So there's more to it than just getting you a fragrance that smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Your end goal is like if you can build that house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Once I get in the house, I want to explore the house and see if there's anything else in there that might, bring to what I like or. Yeah. I get so.
So first for you is mind game.
Right now.
Okay. Then what's another one if it wasn't?
I would say the Lee Chanel line.
Is that on there?
No.
Oh,
That's one of those.
so tell me about that.
I think it's a newer line. I'm assuming it's a newer line. I haven't seen it prior to when I started researching it, and it's a good line.
It's a designer or a niche?
It's a niche. I want.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna cost
A little bit,
you. Yeah, a little bit, but it's worth it.
in my
In
opinion.
your opinion. Okay. All right. So that was your 2. You got 2?
Yeah, 2 niche fragrances. Bond number 9.
Mm.
Lafayette. Love that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Between that and Initio, Food for Greatness.
Mm.
Okay. Initio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and just piggybacking off Beal for a minute, the Lafayette Bond number 9. Women, from my experience, tend to lean more toward the and Broxton fragrance.
Yeah.
And Lafayette is heavy with Broxton, and so too is the
Dior
Dior
Sauvage.
Sauvage.
Yeah.
You get that. You get that in Broxton note. You probably can't go wrong with the ladies.
Yeah. All right. And this is how I want to end the discussion.
Okay.
You're talking about being a complete package or completing your package.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me says it matters what you wear clothing wise as well. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So give me, can I wear this with a sweatsuit?
So, for example,
Because it's so versatile.
That's what I was thinking.
But you don't really want to. I'm sorry. I don't mean
no, you're fine. You're fine.
But you don't really want to. You don't really
Right.
want to wear $500 fragrance with a sweatsuit.
Right.
That's
Right.
just
So, as I was saying, like, for instance, what you have on versus what I have on,
Mhm.
I'm real casual. I'm laid back. I would probably go for Yves Saint Laurent right now.
Really?
It's really
Okay.
easy. I'm still gonna smell good. But if I had a blazer and a button on and those nice shoes you're wearing, I would definitely go for the Creed.
What, these things here?
All
All right.
Of course.
Okay.
So yeah, your attire matters.
Your attire definitely matters. If you're gonna go suited and booted, you definitely want to go with a niche line. But like I tell people all the time, I control nobody's budget but mine.
Mhm.
If you're staying budget friendly, go with the designer.
Mhm.
But me personally, especially if I'm suited and booted, definitely gonna go with a nicer set to complement the way I'm dressed.
And believe it or not, you can smell like money.
Yeah.
You know how people say you look like money. You can
smell like it too.
You can definitely smell like money too.
And I know I said that was it, but if I'm going out to eat dinner, could that interfere with influence? You know, the fragrance and the food. And
Where are you going?
Are you on
how
a
it
date?
goes. I'm on a date and I'm going to Eddie V's.
Oh,
Any of these, you can kind of,
so is it a first date or?
Man, that's a good point. So yeah, I'm first or second date.
Mhm.
We're meeting and we're putting our best foot forward.
Okay.
So
You just said it right there.
yeah,
Put your best foot forward.
yeah.
you might want to go with that.
Yeah. I'm going for the killers. I'm going for the panty droppers.
So, the two squares
Yes,
behind
sir.
there,
Yes, sir.
and you're gonna make sure you hook.
Yes, sir. I want that walk by. I want that walk by her to smell like come get me.
Yeah. Man, it's funny because you're saying that, and if you're, I know both y'all are very, gentlemanly type guys, so you pick them up, you open doors. And I'm just thinking about when they first get in there and they smell that scent that you're wearing, and I just know whether it's your family or homeboy, they smell it and they're like, oh man, what you got on?
So at that point, like if I'm on a date, say with my wife or whatever, by this time I already know what she likes. So I'm gonna put on her favorite cologne and smell like what she wants to smell.
Okay.
That's a good point right there. You definitely, if you're married, relationship or whatever, and your mate knows, they know exactly what they want to smell you in. And this is what I like to mess with people when they come in the store and buy. I always tell like the couples when they come in, the guys always come in, well, I want to kind of get this right. It's like, listen, buddy, this ain't even about you. This ain't even about you. Boss lady's gonna tell me what she likes to smell on you. And that's what you
when you unpack it, that's really what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway,
wearing it for
exactly. Exactly.
Most people got the misconception, unless you're just single and out there mingling, you're not wearing cologne for you. And if you're single, you're still really not wearing it for you. You're wearing it with the intentions on attracting someone.
Gaining attention.
Yeah.
And in that realm, I've always found everything that I like, women don't like. But everything women like, I'm like, okay.
So what do you do?
I wear what they like.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like today, I know I want to smell good for me. I put on what I like.
Yeah. Okay. Do you put it in your hair?
If okay, so glad you brought that up.
Because I've seen it done.
Probably not the most favorable thing, but some fragrances, let me see here, Chanel and I think Dior, I think those two have started making, well, I know Chanel for sure, they have started making hair fragrances.
Shampoos?
No, fragrance.
Hair?
Like, you ready to go out the door, squirt your hair?
It's called hair fragrance. It's more or less like a cream.
Okay.
House of Marley has it as well, but they have it for the ladies. For Delina, they have the hair mist, is what they call it. It's just like
they try to get us trapped, boy.
I'm gonna say it tried and true.
So it's a lot of scents out there that are starting to make hair perfume, what they call it.
Yeah.
Hair perfume.
But I would not spray.
No.
Yeah. Man, just so much to consider, man, when you're trying to figure out, what you're doing that day, who you're going to be around, how long you're going to be out, how populated is the area that you're going to be in, what's the temperature like there. So much to consider, and I know we've only scratched the surface really when you consider all those things, but I appreciate the wisdom and understanding that y'all brought to me. And we were talking earlier, and I was like, man, dude, make the hair stand up on my back now. And Dre, you talked earlier about it gets addictive.
Oh yeah. Like I say, I started in 2015, and for me, and this is a bad habit, I've always felt like if it's more expensive, it got to be better. So once I dove off into the niche line, it had me by the man. It had me for a minute. Yeah, I had to pull myself back. I had to. So right now, I probably buy one, maybe two, if I'm feeling good, 2 colognes a year. Because once you get so many, you can't wear them in your lifetime. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to start. That's why I give so many away. I'm gonna have to give
don't get none away until I come see you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I want to piggyback off that as well. I mean, it becomes extremely addictive. My only saving grace in this right here is because I work in Nordstrom. They hand us a lot of the vendors like, hey, look, I need you to sell my product, but in order for you to sell it, I need you to wear it. So here's a bottle, wear it out the size coming in here, and tell me what you think about it. Have do a field test on it, see wherever, and
see if people responding to it.
Exactly. And I tell people that start to collect, or collectors, connoisseurs, whatever, if you're gonna buy those bottles, don't waste your money on a 3.4 ounces or higher. Go with a 2.5 or 2 ounces, the smallest, especially if you got it in a rotation on the regular.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
Also, one other thing I do want to talk about that we didn't, I want to let everybody know, where to store your fragrances. Never store your fragrances in the bathroom. Never store them.
Well, I'm in last place because that's where all mine are.
Never store them there, and this is why. So each bottle has on there an expiration date. It says 24 months. You can make it last longer than that. You can make it last longer than 2 years. I've got fragrances that I've had 8-9 years.
Yeah.
But you have to keep them in a cool, dark spot. You can't keep them in the bathroom on the counters and underneath the cabinet in the bathroom. Here's why. The heat and moisture is going to make your bottle evaporate.
It has. I was wondering. Yeah, that happened.
The light and heat will also change the chemical makeup of it. So don't leave it in the car either.
So I got a cabinet that I got it's in the bathroom, but it's closed. No,
take it out of the bathroom.
Yeah, I keep mine in the closet.
Do you?
Yeah, I keep mine on my dresser and the clothes off shelf.
Man, that's good. And I didn't even know about the whole expiration date. I never looked. So I need to come get some of y'all stuff before it expires.
Absolutely.
Come see you, man.
Come on by. Matter of fact, I got most of mine in there right now. You go in there because I can't wear it all. Do what you do.
Man, my boy Dreezy, my boy Dollar Bill from Shot Town. Pay the country boy nothing. Man, there is so much, and I know that we only talk about the men, so we talked about possibly coming back with
absolutely
with ladies. I'm gonna get my girl Debbie J, and I'll let her sit here and moderate. Okay. And I'll get behind there, and we'll do live on that one right there. If y'all will come back and we can do that. Okay. I think that'd be some fun.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Sir. Hey, and now the other thing that me and you got going on, this is bread pudding, man.
Oh my God. I was just telling my my lady friend, if I can call her that, my lady friend that we got a bread pudding tour going on.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get it kicked back off.
Yeah. So what we do, man, is we just go out and try the bread puddings, and what we learned that all bread puddings are not created equal. Yeah, and that man, they'll make it sound so great in the reviews and all that. And you taste it, I'm like, man, this ain't nothing but a dry honey bun.
Exactly.
Like,
Dry
what
honey
is
bun.
going on? So, but we have found some great ones, and one of the ones I like is Haywire.
I know. Again, I was telling my lady friend, you said the best one you've had. I haven't been there, but the best one I had so far was at Wood Fire Grill.
Wood Fire Grill. Where is that?
Is it what is Addison? When we went to Addison?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that Wood Fire Grill?
That one was good. It was Kenny Steakhouse.
Kenny's, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Kenny Steakhouse.
Kenny Steakhouse in Addison.
Okay.
That was good. It's a little pricey with food there, but it was worth it. I think it's two sides. I think it's the steakhouse and the Wood Fire Grill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it was a little pricey?
The food, I was saying the menu in general. So
Okay.
you ain't going to think you finna eat some chili and apple tea.
Okay, got you.
So I think it's even a little more higher
So
than Papados.
what if you was going just for the bread pudding?
I would go for the bread pudding.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. And another one that I like is the seafood place. One right here in Prosper.
Mother?
No.
Prosper? Oh,
Okay.
okay. I know what you're talking
The
about.
seafood place, man. Fish City Grill.
Yes, sir.
Fish City Grill has a good bread pudding, man. And got most of the good ones. The best one, like I got that. Well, all of them usually got that whiskey sauce. Not all of them, but it got this caramel whiskey sauce, and it's amazing. Now, when it started taking away from me, the taste is when they got raisins and apples and pears. Like they started turning into like a fruit cake.
It's too much.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
Yeah. And so that one, and then the one we went to in the Colony.
That was good.
That one was good.
With the ice cream, that took it, and on the hot skillet.
Yeah, on the hot skillet.
That took it to a whole nother level.
And mud bugs. So I know mud bugs was a favorite. I don't know if you've been there lately and had it, but they changed.
They changed it.
It ain't bad, but it ain't what it was before, man.
Ain't no point.
Yeah, man. It's good.
It was already in like third or fourth place anyway.
Oh man, I thought you liking it, man.
I did like it until I tasted the other ones.
Yeah, okay. But I think Haywire.
Haywire.
If you haven't had Haywire, man, we need to like on the short term to do this, right?
Okay. We can do when you ain't doing nothing tomorrow, I'm down.
We can do it tomorrow then, bro. I got work, but I'll
Right before you come on by and get your sample cologne.
Yeah. Man, so that's what's up, man. Any last parting thought, last words for people?
Hey, do you need any help? Let me know. I'll be dropping my website very soon. Just look for me coming, Mr. DFW Fragrance Guy. I'll pass on information to Gerard as well.
And if they want to come see you, you are?
I'm at Nordstrom Stonebriar Mall in Frisco.
In Frisco.
And I'll drop a number for you as well.
Yeah.
So you can hit me up, text.
Yeah, we'll make sure we add that into the comments and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, Dre, give us some infinite wisdom before we get out of here.
Okay, you can follow me anywhere. If you're looking for me, I'll be at Chippendales this weekend. Smelling good. Display.
I wasn't ready. Yeah. But any wisdom on the fragrances, considerations, last little nugget you want to drop?
I'm partial, man. Like especially with men. When men ask me, "What's that you wearing?" A brute.
No,
I don't like it. I like to keep man. We ain't partners. I ain't giving you nothing. Yeah. You got to go through the mud like me.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a lot of research and homework into it, and I appreciate the wisdom that y'all have in it, man. So, man, I got work to do.
Yes, sir.
I got a lot of work to do, but thank you. I'm connected to some smart people.
Oh, yeah.
That can help me out and even help my game out a little bit too. So yeah, I appreciate you guys.
You definitely got a head start.
Yeah. And mine is this, y'all both talked about the confidence piece. Not that you shouldn't use that to give you confidence, but it's a compliment to whoever you already are, which is on the inside.
It's an extension of your personality.
Yeah, yeah. So that's something to think about.
Which is why fragrances are usually very personal.
That's a good point, man. That's a good point. So other than that, we appreciate everybody. Look out for Dollar Bill's YouTube and website coming out soon. I got somebody to help you out on that too. So let me know. And man, good price, and she'll work with your own payment plans if needed, whatever. So, but Drizzy, man, we'll do it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're gonna have to drop a video when we do this bread pudding too, man.
Okay, yeah.
No,